All right, Hub users, welcome to Theater Thursdays. We are here with Anna and Vivien of Mushki Opera. How's it going, you two?
It's going well, thank you. How are you, Marty?
Pretty good. It is a great Theater Thursday, and I'm so excited to be talking to you both.
Hi, I'm Anna Wojcik, and I'm a singer from Mississauga. I've been a member of the Mississauga Arts Council for many years now. I don't even remember how long now. And MAC has provided many performance opportunities for myself. Like I performed at the Mississauga Sing Fest at Ribfest and at Mississauga's Got Talent. And then I received the Marty Award in 2016. And that was a great experience because it kind of validated what I've done up until that point and kind of pushed me to keep going. At that point, I was still in high school. I didn't decide at that point that I was going to pursue music. And I think that award kind of pushed me in the right direction and kind of validated that like what I'm doing is on a good track. And then the next year I actually got the opportunity to perform at the Martys, which is awesome.
I'm Vivien Illion, and I am a singer from the GTA. I am mostly an opera singer. I study voice at the Glenn Gould School in downtown Toronto. I really, really love opera and classical music, and I love any sort of music that really shows the voice. And for me, a big part of my passion and my goal with singing is to inject some of my love for this repertoire and this music into everything I do so that audiences might feel some of that enthusiasm. In particular, people who might think that they wouldn't like opera, who might think that opera is only for a certain kind of person. I really want my love of this repertoire to come through in what I do and help everyone feel that enthusiasm.
And Vivien, how would you describe opera to someone completely new to it?
All right. Well, I personally really love opera, and it's something I think everyone should experience. So I think the first element you have is that an opera tells a really incredible story. There are operas that are love stories. There are operas that are comedies. There are operas that make everybody cry. And either way, that incredible story is just intensified and made more exciting and beautiful by the music and by the fact that a singer, when they tell that story, is using only their voice with no microphones and no editing. It's happening in real time. And sort of like an athlete, opera singers actually have to train to push our voices to the max of what a person's voice can do. So that might be being able to sing really, really high and really, really low, or being able to sing things that are super quick and fast, or being able to sing for a really long time without taking a breath, or projecting your voice really loudly so that it can actually be heard with no microphone, even if a whole orchestra is playing at the same time. So I think the combination of those elements just takes what's already always an exciting story and makes it that much more exciting, and puts it together with really, really beautiful music.
Right on. And your company is called Mushki Opera, yeah? Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
All right. It's a brand new word for me. What does that mean?
So it's a Polish word and it means little legs. And the name kind of came about last year when we were doing our kind of test run pilot project of Marriage of Figaro, and one of the legs on a chair was crooked, and I was like, oh, the Nóżki are doing something weird, and like I'm bilingual, I speak both Polish and English, and I didn't even realize I said it in Polish, and everyone else was like, what word did you just say? And I was like, oh, Nóżki. So I explained it, and the word kind of stuck, and we all think it's a cute word, so we just went with it.
And speaking of different languages, this performance is not going to be in English, right?
It will be in Italian, which I think some people might find to be a little scary. Why would I go see a show in a language that I don't speak? But we'll have subtitles, both in the live stream and put on a monitor in the garden so that people can follow along in English. And I would say, because it's an opera, it's staged, we're going to have props and costumes. A lot of the story is told visually, and I think a lot of that delight and that joy, even if we didn't have subtitles, would read. And the fact that it's in Italian, I think makes it even more exciting because it's a whole different color palette of sounds that we're used to when we are used to hearing people speak in English.
Let's say someone like me who doesn't know anything about opera. What's this about in a nutshell?
So we are performing the Marriage of Figaro, and just to introduce the characters a little bit, Figaro and Susanna are getting married, and they are the servants of their masters, Count and Countess Almaviva. And the Count is trying to sleep with Susanna, and there's lots of action around that, and many disguises and plotting to try to get back at people. And so it's definitely interesting for the audience to see all of the action unfold.
I think one of the great things about the opera is it's just so funny. And a lot of the humor comes from people doing things they're not supposed to be doing and then getting into situations where they get very, very close to getting caught and how they can escape. A lot of those scenes feel a lot to me like a game of wax museum, where, you know, every time the other people turn around, you're luckily in the right spot to not be seen. And then when they, you know, move across the stage, you suddenly have to, you know, run and hide behind something else.
Oh, sounds pretty neat to watch. Now, what else can attendees in person expect, or even online?
One of my favorite aspects, and something I think people should really look forward to, is the fact that this production is outdoors. You know, most of the time you're in a beautiful hall when you go see an opera, which of course has advantages. The acoustics are stunning. But what's really special about our performance is it's in Anna's incredibly beautiful garden. And the story of the opera, even though so much happens, takes place over the course of just one day. And what's magical is that as the characters on stage are experiencing the outdoor environment and how it changes, the audience sitting in the garden is experiencing the exact same thing. So we start the opera when it's still light outside, and as the day progresses in the story and the sun goes down, the sun really is going down, and we have dusk, we have sundown, and then it's dark in the fourth act where everyone is running around in the garden pretending to be somebody else and nobody can really see. We actually have, you know, a dark, beautiful garden in the nighttime.
All right, are you ready? It's for a special segment. It's called the Martys Challenge. And for this one, I'm actually only going to give you 10 seconds to do it. All right? And if you can name at least 10 in 10 seconds, you win all the bonus points. Are you ready?
Okay.
You need to name for me as many different operas in 10 seconds. Ready?
Wait.
Set, go.
Don Pasquale.
Orlando.
Traviata.
Alcina.
Uh,
Così fan tutte.
Oh,
Don Giovanni.
Oh, you took mine again.
Dido and Aeneas.
3,
Okay.
2, 1.
Marriage of Figaro.
Yes.
Nicely done. You guys won today. Yay! Any last things you want to say to all of our viewers?
We'd love to just invite you to come join us for a performance in the garden, in person, or to the live stream. We'd love to see you there.
All right, Marriage of Figaro is this week only here in Mississauga. We'll see you there. Bye!